hair's all jacked up. Good evening, everyone. Sometimes I forget to brush my hair. Anyway, we're ready to go into the 36th chapter of Exodus tonight, and I've called it more Old Covenant stuff. You know, whenever there is a um, passage in the Bible that is dealing with the old law service and what went on in the old covenant, it gives us great comfort, does it not? Because we're not under that system anymore. And so just remember, when you hear all of this that Mark's getting ready to read tonight, just be thankful that we're no longer under that. We're under the new covenant. We're under grace. We're no longer under law. We're under grace. You know, we don't advocate circumcision. We don't advocate animal sacrifices, like I said in this morning's devotional. The state of Israel is antichrist because they deny that Christ came in the flesh. They deny that he's the Messiah. And the United States is locked at the hip with the antichrist system. A lot of people don't like that, but that's a fact. I'm going to turn this over to Mark and have him read this. And then I'll make some comments about it. Just sit up.
Exodus King James Version, KJV. Exodus 36:2. Moses called Bezaleel and Aholiab, every wise-hearted man in whose heart the Lord had put wisdom, even every one whose heart stirred him up to come into the work to do it. King James Version, King James Version.
Did I not put it on the regular? Let me see. Sorry, I forgot to start Mark out at the first of the chapter here. I had that highlighted. I'll get it straightened around for him here. There we go. You can start with verse 1 now, okay?
Exodus chapter 36. And wrought Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man whom the Lord put wisdom and understanding, to know how to work all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary, according to all the Lord had commanded. It was called Bezaleel and Aholiab, every wise-hearted man whose heart the Lord put wisdom, every one whose heart stirred up to come into the work to do it. Received of Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought, the work of the service for the sanctuary, to make it withal, and they brought yet unto him free offerings every morning, and all the wise men that wrought all the work of the sanctuary came every man for his work which they made. They spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work which the Lord commanded to make. Moses gave commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying that neither man nor woman make any more work for the offering of the sanctuary, so the people were restrained from bringing. The stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to make it, and too much. Every wise-hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet cherubims of cutting work made he them. The length of one curtain was 28 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. The curtains were all of one size. He coupled the 5 curtains one unto another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled one unto another. To another he made loops of blue on the edge of one curtain from the self edge. The coupling likewise he made the uttermost side of another curtain, and the coupling of the second 50 cubits made he in one curtain, and 50 cubits made he in the edge of the curtain, which is in the coupling of the second. The loops held one curtain to another. He made 50 taches of gold and coupled the curtains one unto another with the taches, so it became one tabernacle. He made curtains of goat's hair for the tent over the tabernacle. 11 curtains he made them. The length of one curtain was 30 cubits, and 4 cubits was the breadth of one curtain. 11 curtains were of one size, and he coupled 5 curtains by themselves and 6 curtains by themselves. Made 50 cubits upon the uttermost edge of the curtain of the coupling, and 50 loops made he upon the edge of the curtain which coupled the second. He made 50 taches of brass to couple the tent together, that it might be one. Made a covering for the tents of rams' skins dyed red, and a covering of badgers' skins above that. And he made boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood. Standing up, the length of a board was 10 cubits, and the breadth of a board 1 cubit and a half. One board had 2 tent ends equal distant from another, and thus did he make for all the boards of the tabernacle. He made boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side southward, and 40 sockets of silver he made out of the 20 boards. 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tent ends, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tent ends, and for the other side of the tabernacle, which was toward the north quarter, he made 20 boards. And 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. Side the tabernacle westward he made 6 boards, and 2 boards made he for the corners of the tabernacle. 2 sides and a ring beneath, and coupled together at the head thereof to one ring. Thus he did to both of them in both the corners, and there were 8 boards, and their sockets were 16 sockets of silver. To every board 2 sockets, and he made bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 boards of the tabernacle from the sides westward. He made the middle bar to shoot through the boards from one end to the other, and he overlaid the boards with gold. And the rings of gold to be placed for the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. He made a veil of blue and purple and scarlet, and 5 twined linen with cherubims made he of cutting work. He made therefore 4 pillars of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold. The works were of gold, and he cast for them 4 sockets of silver. He made a hanging for the tabernacle of blue, purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen of needlework, and the 5 pillars with their hooks overlaid their chapiters and their fillets with gold, but their 5 sockets were of brass.
Well, while Mark was reading that, I was thinking about the realities of, remember when Christ said, I must needs go to Samaria, and he went and found the lady at Samaria, and they were kind of going back and forth about, she said, us Samaritans, you Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Why are you talking to me? Why are you asking me for a drink? And Christ, she was talking about, you say we must worship in this mountain and so on. And he said, there will come a time when you won't worship in a temple made with hands. That's under the new covenant. Do you know that there's no temple in heaven? Because Christ himself is the temple thereof. So that's what I was thinking about when Mark was reading that. I hope you all have a blessed evening.